let's introduce what we're doing. All right, guys. So today, this is the office recap of the weekend, and that's because we be doing lots of things, and people don't know. Sorry, that's because we be doing lots of things, and people don't know what we're doing. And I just want to introduce the team. So first, we have in the Adidas stop, we have the 45, 19-year-old Soraya.
Wait, pause.
Hi.
What?
Welcome. Hi, I'll turn on your mic. Sorry.
At on?
Yeah, it's on.
Hola.
Hola.
Natunji. Soraya. Yeah.
All right, nice meeting you. Baz. All right, cool. So thanks. That's Soraya. And then the guy who's watching with the, what do you call her? Like the polo Ralph Lauren was born before he wore cap. You know, the guy whose eyes we can't see. That is Tajish. Yeah, and he's from the 90s. And yeah, he's a good one. And then in the I don't even know what direction we're going. And then behind him there is a young lady named Shakara, and she was in pantomimes yesterday. Shakara, say hi.
Hi.
We don't really know you that well. We only met you like, a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, you might have to give us, tell us a little bit about yourself, because you kind of lost. Just like a little one sentence.
My name is Chikara.
Wait, we started in the Chikara. Hey, one more class.
Oh yeah, that's it for now. Yeah, the first fact, Chikara.
All right, thanks. Cool. All right.
Oh, y'all wanted me like more.
Well, one sentence is cool.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, today I want.
Oh, from me, I thought you wanted was one day. So we done. Okay, well, for myself, I really like pan, and
Okay.
yeah, I love Transpigo. Yeah, I think that's a good translation for now.
Yeah, I rate it. All right, Delante. So if you want to pull the mic to you.
Whoa.
Oh, you have a mic right there.
What, bro? Why are we doing that?
Well, first of all, somebody walked up to me, right, over the weekend, and I was like, dog, I need Delante number. So I was like, who's that? So I was like, dog, but you know him. I was like, no, I don't. And then they went to Instagram, dog, and showed me a picture of you. Yeah.
Crazy work.
Yeah,
But you just
crazy
crap out that part.
All right, cool. All right, so this is Dale. Oh, Dale. Nice to have you.
Gang.
And then we have Caris. Hi, Caris.
Hi.
All right. Caris is innocent sometimes, and then sometimes she's a little, strong. Strong is the word.
Good choice of words, guys.
Yeah, you know me. Talk to us about that. All right, and right after that we have Alexa. Awesome. Alexa really needs no introduction, but I'll just let you guys know that she is from Fetiard. So without further ado, let's talk about this weekend. So this weekend, how the real things going on. All right, so first of all, I want to talk about Fetiard. So drove into Fetiard, dropped off Caris. Caris was like, can you leave in, man? No, not really. Remember, she was strong, right? So she was like, all right, cool, I got this. Don't worry. I have all the footage. We were actually waiting for artists to come through. So Caris had to like hook up the audio and stuff. The audio man organized you, or?
Yeah, he hook up everything.
All right, cool. You have his name? You going to big him up, or? All right, so big up the audio man from Fetiard. By the way, guys, like our large reason we're doing this is just to give people their thank yous, because when we're doing our work, we, we depend on others, light technicians, audio technicians or whatnot to give us a little blight. So, just starting off, I just want to say thanks to everybody who supported us, even other cinematographers and videographers, who, give us that opportunity and, do pass in front of the camera and stuff and allow us to do our thing. So we really appreciate that. But Fetiard was real good. I was able to fly my FPV, fly my drone, and we were also able to capture the scenes of, first of all, they had a ring in the center of the party. So let's start with that. So first of all, the party was in the center, as in the center of Port of Spain, the party was held, right? And there was also a actual stick fighting ring in the middle of the party. And I am a huge fan of anything that blends like culture. You see if we can blend culture, dog, and like what we love, which is drinking, right? Just being real. Trinidadians, we like to party. There's no way around it. And that's why we're the party capital in the Caribbean. So, yeah. But to blend that with our like traditional culture was just epic to me, you know? That was just epic. So I really look forward to them doing more. And Big Man thing, I really like that stick fighting theme. So I feel like Val probably going to switch it up. But if we can bring back that theme like more, that'll be real good because I personally would like to like attend. And I saw there was a dress code. My friend Harmony was in dress code and so on. So that was real good. Caris, what was your feedback?
No, it was wise.
Pull the mic now, girl.
Better?
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
If you want, you could pull the mic toward you so that you don't have to lean up every time. So it could be comfortable for you now. Yeah. You could adjust it now.
No, it was cool. As I say, it had the stick fighting ring. They had a kind of reenactment, kind of show, I would say. That was real cool.
Hold on, start over. You kind of cutting in and out. I'm not sure why. Probably as you move it.
Huh?
Yeah, I hear you.
Good.
Yeah, I hear you. Mhm.
All right, so saying that in Fetiard, as I said, had the ring, and they did like a kind of reenactment of the stick fighting itself as part of the entertainment. The artists were really cool. Brother was there, Full Blown was there, Bungie was there as well, Bungie and Fian. Yeah, it was real cool. The patrons were really, really nice. Like the patrons were nice to interact with. The booths and the sponsor booths were real. It was on fire. Puncheon had a real nice boots. It was pretty.
I see why you said it's on fire.
Puncheon had a real nice boot. It was real pretty. Carib stand out. Trojan had a real nice setup too. Like that actually shocked me because there was a female in a kind of
Sorry, I don't want to touch upon us out, so it's woman. No, we need to be culturally sensitive. We need to read the room. And on this podcast, we would say woman.
Awesome.
Wait, there's no. Do we say Twitter or X? Like I just trying to.
I still going with Twitter.
That like a big debate. Like I
So
that
we're saying the word for female is woman.
Correct. Female is, woman. You saw a woman, a young lady.
The noun is where a woman, so you would use female.
That's not right. Taj, do me a favor. Just look at the camera there. Just look at the camera. All right, insert frog. You know the Kermit meme with the Dark Vader Kermit.
No, well, Dale don't volunteer to edit, so we just pass it to Dale.
Insert it.
Right, but like, alright, tell us now, back to the show. But yeah, like, there was a woman in a kind of soldier outfit, in the Trojan boots. Yeah, that was really interesting. Axe was there as well. They gave out some cups and well, they had all the merch and stuff. So yeah, and they had a lot of sponsors. One thing that really stand out to me too, they had a wall and you could go and paint on the wall. So that was really nice.
I rate it.
Yeah, big up Art Lion Designs for that one.
Nice. Yeah, I rate it. Back in years, I had a party called Graffiti, and it was all about like writing your own history. That was actually the tagline. So yeah, I rate it.
Feel we could bring back that for sure.
Yeah, man. And it's real interesting because like in Pansamis, I had a conversation with artist manager about doing an event like for the kids basically. When he said kids, he mean like 17 year olds, 18 year olds, 19,
Oh, good thing you clarified because I think Nicky Land kind of thing.
No. But it will be no alcohol served though. So they are talking about people like under 18, but not like under 13, basically. So teenagers. So like a teen party, 13 to 19 kind of vibes. And yeah, I'm thinking about it now. That is actually a really nice concept. Because like when you're last year of school, you write up on your jersey kind of energy.
Yeah.
So it was a kind of party that like encapsulates that. So I feel it would also be something that people look forward to every time. Because when you write up your tee or your shirt or whatever, you can hang it up and be like, all right, this is like 2026, this is 2027, So, if it happen, let's take this little clip right and be like, yeah, well, that's when it starts. Deal. Yeah. But yeah, so that was Fetiard. And then, all right, so I had to give my part of the story. So, this carnival, we working with Young Brother, real fun stuff. This guy has had like the #1 song until Marshall decided, he not trying that, and then Drake come, So what the point is, for the longest while, his song has been the #1 song, so it's mad bookings all over the place. And of course, we as a team, we're trying to keep up. And he's not the only artist we working with and not the only thing that we're doing, so we're trying to like balance out and everything else. And the call time was 11:30 in Rosie. And I realized that he didn't perform in Fetiard yet. And Keris was in Fetiard. So I was like, yo, I gonna have the gears up. Although Keris was supposed to do both places because Keris was supposed to film the first performance and then leave with him. So I was like, all right, well, I will just go Rosie. So that way, I will be there for the call time. Because you know how it is with clients, right? If you get your time, it's on you to be there for that time now. You know, you can't be like, well, I ain't seeing Fetiard, so hard luck. And fortunately, when I pull up, I pull up casually thinking, well, I just plug in my little audio recorder, I'll just do my thing. I see them pull up same time. I say, well, good thing I'm here. So I end up running on the stage, shooting a little video one time, and then I was able to communicate with Keris, like, yo, they coming up to Fetiard or whatever. And I left Rosie right after, went up with them. Of course, it's our electric season, so police escort, so that's actually kind of cool being in the escort, driving through or whatever. And then we pulled up to Fetiard a second time. The security was real polite. They allowed me to get a park. I explained to them who I was with and so on. And that's where I was able to fly the FPV and do those things. But Rosie was real nice. I love the turnout. I love what Arvinder did with the venue. Actually, after we did Fetiard, we went back to Rosie. First, the setup was nice because Chris, we had to go and get them backdrops, dog. We had to get some kind of ambient stuff because it just looked real. They had a whole wall deal with just backdrops. Probably about 12. Probably exaggerating. Maybe 6. But it just was a lot. Go ahead.
I feel like Loki, you just went back for the food.
No, Rosie had food. I didn't have no food. I said, Nika, big man thing. Ask Keris.
I just went. It was me alone. If it's one thing, as I said, the backdrops are really, really nice. The sponsors really did their thing. One that stood out to me was the Sunshine Snacks deal. Because they had a whole big thing and they had a seat in the middle and it was real nice. It was real nice. So, yeah, big up.
Yeah. And I just love that, now, sponsor activations are more interactive because as a patron, I feel like that's what I want. I want to, leave with memories as opposed to just give me 2 snack, I'm going to eat it in the car, going to forget about you, So, yeah, that's the energy. Love to see it. And that's why we're here. We're here for the growth of the industry because, we're part of it now, boy. Yeah, so that was Rosie. And then, of course, Kes ended off with some fireworks. I mean, I was in the car while I come on for that because Kes fireworks, I was like, nah, boy, I'm not missing this. I ain't in the car. So he's like, yo, boy, come on the car. Pull up my camera, get some shots of the fireworks or whatever. So, yeah, Keris are looking for them fireworks in the Rosie edit. So, yeah, when we're on this podcast, they go, put on the edit for me. Thanks, appreciate it.
All right.
Yeah, so that was Friday. And then Saturday morning now. Yeah, boy, I think Taj, you're up,
Taj.
Yeah, boy, Taj, boy, you're up.
Really can't hear, boy.
Yeah, boy, he can't hear us.
Edit, boy.
Yeah, Taj, Saturday morning, yeah, that fella said what happened Saturday morning.
I woke up and I went to his what's his name is this place again? What's his name? Rose and something.
Well, let's see how the camera just focus on Taj.
Rise on.
Love it, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's the white hat for sure.
Rise and Rose, yes, thank you. It was eventful. We end up moving with Maxwell and Jove. Jove had a morning face whole time in the event as well, which was kind of weird. But
Big up, Jove Bob.
The thing about Jove, boy, is how to feed Jove, boy.
the man had a sad, I was on the stage and this man had a sad face, like a swear, like he lose somebody child.
No,
And he looked for his parents. That's how the man was looking. And I was like confused, but he taping though. But I just anyway.
Well, he get any job done, but the thing about him is his whole energy does change when he eat.
Nah, for sure.
So he need to eat and he need an energy drink.
You just remind me about this because he had a show the next day and homeboy was, sorry, I had some interviews with him there now. Homeboy was in it.
Yeah, different energy.
He was in it to win it. Nah, he was in it to win it.
Yeah.
Because the man said me a voice note after, he said, like Iris know that she need to be more charismatic when she doing them interviews. Big man thing. The man said advice, dog. Listen. All you had to understand, when we met Jove was like a 17-year-old. You understand? The man never worked nowhere before. This was his first job. The man mother had to come and talk to me and say, all right, this is my son. Take care of him. Ting. We had to inculcate the man on life skills and thing. No, it's a serious thing. So to hear Jove sending feedback voice note and thing, come a long way. But yeah, Rise and Rose is a client that's real special to me. they have always treated us with respect. And I want to give you a story real quick about how I end up getting that job, because it's also testimony to, as practitioners in the industry, we don't have to fight each other now. We could work together. Because when I first shot Rise and Roast, I was subcontracted by another entertainment company. And I am on his call names. I just let you know, people be getting podcasts and be like, that guy, White Flag Entertainment, hire me. I mean, guy cool. So he hired me, I ran out, however, to do the job. And when I went out, I shot video, I did a good job, at least in my opinion, right? And then I would always put at the time I used to put produced by KENSAMBURY.com or whatever. So I put it, send the video and so on. Back in them days, videos was 3 minutes long. It was all about after movies or whatever. Because Tomorrowland video was 12 minutes and everybody wanted a long video. So send them the video, boom, everything went good. And then the next year, White Flag was like, you know what? Ken, probably a little expensive. I'm not trying to subcontract Ken. I will just do it ourselves. But I did such a good job the year before. The client was able to tell. Because I never went to the client separately. They were able to tell the difference with the two videos. And then they messaged me back after, separate. And they was like, yo, we need you to come back and handle this. And I feel like it made sense because I was real, and still am, real passionate about the development of this event. And at that time, it was still a real nice event, but it wasn't selling out or anything like that. They were still pushing tickets hard. I remember I will do a couple ads, promoting the after movie. They even started to do a boat cruise, and then they pulled back, from the boat cruise and so on. And then when I did the job the third time, I was able to build a real nice relationship with them. And through consistently doing videos and them having an amazing event every time, eventually, after years, we're talking about 3-4 years, the event started to sell out. So since the pandemic, it has been a sold out event, selling out 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks before. So I've been real proud of them and real happy to be part of their team and to bring Dale, you ever came around and with me, Dale?
Most likely.
Yeah, probably, maybe not. Yeah. Remember?
Yeah, most likely.
Yeah. But, it's our privilege for me to, bring other people there because I feel as though that's what it's about. It's about, working with your client and letting your client, make more money, basically. So now it's not really a scene to pay you because at the end of the day, they're making more. And then the patron's happy, so everybody could win. So yeah, next year is going to be Rise and Roast 10. So I'm really looking forward to, pulling out all of, the old footage and compiling it and showing, what it used to be in 2016 and 2019 and 2022,
Is that the
2023?
Is that the North Coast event?
Yeah, that's North Coast. Yeah. You know what's really interesting? Even before I knew Elon, to say I could talk to him, I used to bounce him up in Rise and Roast. But the thing is, I always know his face. So big, I used to be hey, was he seeing dog thing? And he used to be there chilling out, actually liming. This man is not playing. This man is liming in Rise and Roast. And then obviously during the pandemic, I would get to know him a little bit better and the Animix team or whatever. But I remember pre-pandemic, literally that's where I used to be seeing that man, So and then I mean it just goes to show how niche event is, and it honestly inspired me to continue with my own events because I was able to see how Roast has been along for a very long time, but they have something that works and they keep doing it and people keep loving it. So yeah, that was Rise and Roast for me. Who edited now? Oh, sorry, I did edit. Sorry, so how the footage was good.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. Editor talks.
Okay, so it have perks, it have good footage. I don't know why Powerade and the Sunny was outside, but basically it was good. I get through with it after a while. It's just the organization was just something to figure out. But other than that, it was good. Just one thing about the event in terms of putting in sponsors, because they want to highlight the sponsors, right?
Mm-hmm.
But some sponsors outside, some sponsors inside, some sponsors hiding. We don't know. So
Yeah. No, I feel it.
Fritos, for example, Fritos had a tent.
Mm-hmm.
Not really a whole banner situation and thing. Well, from what I saw.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but I honestly think, especially the performances and stuff, well, it's had some mics cutting off and stuff. It was good. The execution was good. So yeah.
All right, thanks for that feedback. And that's real talk, because we had to get one sponsor. I think somebody doing lollies. Flavorite, I think. And like Flavorite was doing their like lolly distribution while Bungie was performing, dog. So like when Bungie come off stage, I sent Juvie outside to catch the Flavorite, and Juvie was like, dog, I think they now finish. I was like, bro, people will still be eating the lollies, just look for them, get some shots of the truck or whatever. So I think that's something that I don't really know the solution. I guess we could ask questions more, and I guess event planners could tell us more, but like in terms of like what happens when and so on. And then as an event planner myself, sometimes the sponsors and them don't even tell you what's going on. So it's something for us to, I guess, work on as we trying to capture all these things. But yeah, cool. All right, so after Rise and Resource, what way? Oh, QRC. So first of all, I called Dale, man. Dale, you could go on the QRC, and Dale hit me the.
No, we don't go.
Yeah, boy.
I'm real busy, but don't go. Pressure.
Yeah, boy, because I have a next guy who works with us. His name is Johansi, and Johansi was absent. He's actually on sick leave. Apparently, he got like whiplash, so something with his neck and so on. So, Johansi, if you see this, hope that you get better. We need you because, yeah, boy, I barely make it. My plan was to go QRC like proper, or like let Johansi go proper, basically. But I just ended up just going for Young Brother performance. And it was good. I mean, for that little piece, I never went to the front of the event to like actually experience KRC, so I can't really say, but I could tell you for sure the backstage experience was pretty good. As in, like, they allowed me to like park in a preferred location. I was able to like be with the entourage and stuff, so it worked out really well. Except for the first security guard, who kind of like, he was just like, nah, you can't go. You gotta prove it to me that we're rolling with them. And then I was like, oh, look, them passing me right there, like right there. And I had to call like the manager, like, yeah, like let them know, and then, everything was rectified, so it worked out. But yeah, so that was QRC. Still got a drone flight though, and a FPV flight, and a short video, and got clips of the action force. So wides, close up, FPV and drone by me during a 10-minute performance. So you see where all the people feel all they can do it, all they could do it. They could do it all. It's possible. So that was real good. And yeah. And then what happened after that? Oh, after I was Water World. So I should say, while I was going on, it was Water World, where I would hand you over to Alexa.
Well, Water World was wet.
Wet.
It was nice for like their Young Brothers' first event. It was a nice event in South, of course.
Hold on. Your mic on?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
All right, talk into it.
Hello.
Yes, now I hear you. Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Yes.
Okay.
Whatever you're doing there, keep doing that.
So Water World,
Mm-hmm.
it was wet. It went from 11 o'clock to like 5:30 in the morning. First of all, I'm like, what is wrong with Trini people? Y'all don't sleep. Why is he fat? And then 6 o'clock in the morning. I just start there. But it was fun. It was nice. Everybody in the crowd was nice. The vibes were nice. The performances went good. They started a little late, but other than that, it was like a real nice event. It was my first event with Shakara.
Shakara. Shikara, yeah.
Right. I think she did really good. She absorbs information real nice and really quickly, and she learns fast. So props to you.
All right, let's do Shakara. A little clap now, Shakara. Welcome. Love it here.
I was on this event with Dale, and this is my mother.
Hey. Yeah, I wasn't seeing.
And Gordon. Gordon was on pictures.
Sit down with
So like, no, I was going to say like a real fight about you.
Oh,
Sit down with that. What God was on?
gosh, man. He's me. But yeah.
Wait, no, but because you from Penal too.
Whoa.
You.
Not from Penal.
All right, let's scratch that from the what is it called? The Hansard? Scratch that from the Hansard. Taj is from Enterprise.
Yes, I was
That's like, like, all right, in not court, like in
The transfer.
the Parliament channel. Persons be taking notes.
Right.
That's the book. Yeah. So when like some man will be talking and he'll be like, nah, scratch that. And it's like literally take it off.
Was it what you said? What?
I think Hansard.
Hansag?
Hansard.
All right.
Yeah, but we could Google it. I can't remember if that's the correct thing, but you know.
Say less.
From Pina, yes.
But yeah, I think we got in. Somebody is going to talk about the experience. Shikara.
Was that?
No, I think Alexa was talking about the pictures.
Yeah, she's saying go down.
Yes.
Go down with some pictures.
Pictures, right? Yeah.
But yeah, I would like to preface this with I was dead after this event. And I end up missing event the next day. So thank you, Ken and Dale, for picking up on that on my Slack. That was on me. But Carnival season, everybody please take care of yourself because I absolutely crashed after, and I was sleeping until like 6, 7 o'clock the next day and went back to sleep in my bed until 6 o'clock this morning.
Hey,
So yeah, let's not do that again.
one dream, one team.
Ever. It's also Carnival, so let's not. How was your experience? I don't know. I don't like talking.
That was the first time I ever went debut in my life.
Wait, serious?
Yeah. It's also make a wrong
So
thing.
you get your passport stamp basically.
Yeah, I got my passport now. But
My first time.
yeah, it was the first time I went to
So all you never eat a day with doubles?
Hey, no. Pause.
Wait, okay.
We don't eat it with.
I don't understand. You mean man or you have a problem with doubles?
No, David doubles.
Just so? What is your problem with David doubles?
Don't taste good.
What David?
Oh,
Nah, honestly, Carries, you on your own there?
I track the best doubles I taste so far was under the flyover in Grand Bazaar. To be honest.
Oh, dog! Oh,
Talk about that.
nah, wait there. Nah, like, big man, yeah, what's going on, right? Quick segue. We almost didn't stop. So, it's our evening, we was working real hard. Like, we worked late that night. I think up to like 8 o'clock or something.
Yeah.
And Taj and I headed home, right? Because Taj living near me. And we had to meet somebody, I think. Yeah, so we had to meet somebody or whatever. I think our teacher, something. We had to meet somebody. And I see a doubles lady, and I say, this doubles lady, she looking legit. Hey, Taj, now, you sure, man? You sure? You sure your belly can take that?
Yeah, we take a chance. I mean,
You didn't say it's so excited. I feel you know Taj have a dry, sarcastic tone. So you think the, all right. You know that, and it going deeper. All right. And then he just hit you a little mumble. I'm dead. And he'd be like, what is it? All he is dead, eh? And then he'd be like, nah, nothing. You go through now. You go through. Well, I went in strong. First of all, home girl doubles is more expensive than $6. It is $7 for your doubles. They start with that.
Airport doubles.
Dogs. So first of all, I was like, this either had to be real good or something up.
Yeah.
And the doubles actually lashed out. The doubles was nice and warm. Not too hot. You know, the doubles burning your tongue. Nah, not too hot. Nice and warm. She had all the little
I was like to the touch.
I talk about it now and I feel like Taj, when you go on the road, I feel you had something I get it because dog.
Yeah, boy.
Nah, like it actually like whoever that lady is, she said like her family was doing doubles for a couple of years. I think she said like like 40 something years.
couple years.
Yeah, it's 45 to be exact. So
Yeah, remember Taj was from around them times, so you know. No, he from them. Yeah. I listen.
But that was a good point that, that place, like, did she shake up the whole idea? Even my mom was like, next time you go there, bring doubles for me. So if you go in there, I'll bring doubles. I can't lie.
Yeah, but I mean, me personally, I had so that doubles did taste real good. I'm not sure if it's my best doubles ever, but it's definitely up there, like top 3. Top 3 for sure.
I top 1.
I feel like I had our doubles in Luau.
I live in Central. Like you
live in Central.
Doubles have become very commercialized in Central.
Pause. I just catch something. Tad, what do you mean it was your first time in DB? And
Yeah.
Carry people was in DB, dog?
For real?
Yes.
Wait. I don't.
Hold up, wait. Hold up. In Taj defense.
I don't know why I be going on now. Like honestly.
So wait. So you trying to tell me a van is pull up a free can and you just go inside?
Like that. Don't be like complete.
Taj is the definition of passenger princess. For sure.
No, that's true. Because hear me now, Taj, your license? Yeah. Well, Taj, when last you drive? 10 years. Wow.
Yeah, that was literally the time I got my license.
Taj, you want to use the mic? Because, sound engineer mic. Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, boy.
So, yes, it's 10 years because that was the last time I touched a car. And that was when I got my license after I passed the exam. So yeah. Right. Right.
All right, well, when you get the company vehicle now. Yeah. Oh, yeah, actually, we do have one. We'll talk about our next podcast.
Yeah. We will showcase the company vehicle a little bit.
Yeah, that
Just
I
a
did.
little bit.
All right, cool. So, yeah, that was Waterworld. My takeaway from Waterworld was I like that they pulled off the event. You know, it definitely was a new venue, you know, even to me. And I was real happy that myself and my team were able to be there to support, you know, Young Brother and his team. And, of course, along with the other artists, because I think they really have a good thing going. And although, yes, the event has like things that they could improve on and so on, the main thing is that the patrons had a good time, which to me is always the main thing. So it's real easy to build on that. And I'm an event person, so I let everybody know straight up. I go and like try to do some type of eventing with them and their team, because that's just the type of person I am. I want to find a way for us all to, you know, contribute to the things that they're having, you know, even from an event perspective. So yeah. Yeah, carries.
So Waterworld is Young Brother them own?
Yeah, so this Waterworld was hosted by Speed, a guy named Speed, and it was also hosted by Young Brothers team. So it's basically a collab.
Okay.
Yeah. But it was like a one and done. It's not going to happen again according to Young Brothers team. No bad blood, nothing. It's just to decide, you know, let me just keep it pushing and, you know, on to the next. Yeah. But Waterworld might happen again, but maybe just not under the same management now, you know.
Understood.
Yeah. Taj, you need to use your mic, bro.
It's good as a starter because I mean I really enjoyed the experience. You know, not a fan of the water.
Did you go in the water?
No.
Nope.
Taj, are you just saying this for the purpose of because the camera on? Because I don't understand. You went to a water party, you really enjoyed, but you didn't go in the water. Did you even go to the water party? That
I did went to the water party.
you did went.
I went inside the general, I see water and I walk right back out.
So they're going water party.
No, it was PTSD from soca. Okay,
All right.
let's put that in perspective, right?
All right, guys, I really need to address this. All right, so Shikara, Alexa, and Taj. Now, I understand that, you know, the rigors of our work can be a bit trying, but I humbly request whenever there's a water party to please pack a change of clothes. And it doesn't have to be all of you at once. It could actually be 2 out of the 3 of y'all. But we actually need like water shots. Because they are like, you know, straight up, 5 minutes before the party done, I was like, I think nobody actually get water shots and foam shots, you know. So I just gonna sacrifice myself and go in the water and get the shots for everybody now, boy. If you see my little phone light I'm action for, trying to get everything now, boy.
Thank you for your service.
Big up Jive though. Jive is usually dedicated.
Yeah, for sure.
Water, man.
If Jive was there, and that's the thing, so you could assign, so like, I mean, I would take responsibility for that because I could have just assigned roles, so I could have said, all right, Alexa, your role, and it wouldn't be the same person every time, huh? So I see Alexa and smiling and watching her 6 rings there. But it will be like, Alexa, your role, water girl, please go in the water, get the shots. You know, you could dry off, change your clothes out and stuff after. But over seriousness though, like we really want to be able to like get our vibe in the crowd because it really adds, you know, at the end of the day, you want to see that enjoyment. You want to see how like the water world exists now, you know, as opposed to just shooting performances, because that's in everybody's show. But in no other artist show, like no other artist have a water show, you know, like I think that's actually a thing, like it's actually goes to show how innovative and how different they are now, boy. So I think that's something important to showcase. Taj, you want to hold the mic?
Sorry. Alexa did go into
Did go.
How was it for you, Alexa, in terms of that experience?
I don't know how to say it.
I feel like if you don't like it, you can say, you know, just be real.
That's what the footage.
I don't like it.
See, I don't like parties overall. Really, I would like a party.
I feel the
Look,
sentiment.
people is kind of my vibe because the music is more my vibe and also the crowd is more my vibe. It was raining. I was feeling sick and people was pushing and grabbing and drunk men have no boundaries. So it just wasn't the vibe for me.
You know, bouncer for this team, yes? Bravo!
I did get wet. I did pack a change of clothes.
All right.
And I did go in the crowd with the action cam. I just was not going underneath that water. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, big up you.
Yeah.
I think I got shots from behind the waterman. For sure. So like walk on the perimeter of the venue and then reach behind the waterman and just get a shot from behind him. Close enough.
Yeah, correct. That's actually a good idea. Another thing is like we have a 9-foot pole. So Shikara, when you're using the like 360 cam, you could like stretch out the 9-foot pole and then you could like essentially be in the water, like as in the camera could be in the water, you know? So you have ways to get done.
Honestly, I just find it.
Yes, waterproof.
What's that?
The 360 is waterproof.
Yeah, girl, the Expo is waterproof. Is more real money spending, you know? Yeah, that waterproof. Fully.
Not know that.
But not my soul.
As a, yeah, actually, all are waterproof. It's actually, okay, so just to be clear, it's not a waterproof case, although we might say that casually, it's actually a dive case. But the reason we have the case is because there was a time when we was like, all right, waterproof. And then we went in the seawater. And the problem with the seawater is that it has like salt that corrodes the camera now.
Yes.
You understand? So that's why we have the cases. So that if you have to go like on a beach, you still put it in the case. Yeah?
So thanks for bringing that to my attention. 'Cause I was like, why the Action 2 not waterproof? I was like,
Right. So sorry, do what it is.
I was just gonna say, I'm not gonna say keep in mind to answer, but he asked the question. But the Action 2 is waterproof, but the bottom part of it, remember, it's split into two pieces.
oh, okay.
With the battery pack, quote unquote, and the screen, that is not waterproof. So one part of it is, but the other part isn't. So,
So
you'd have
what
to
technology there, but
you'd have to ideally detach the extended part, but then the battery life would then be shorter.
there's a Achilles heel kind of situation.
Yeah, put it in
The
case.
dive case.
Yeah.
Or use the Action 4, Action 5.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Yeah. I mean, we had 2 Action 2s though. Yeah. All right, cool. So that was Waterworld. That was real good. And then we went to Kerry's. Talking to Mike now.
Was your fats?
All right. So how was that?
The fat itself or the whole experience there altogether?
Let me go to the experiences.
Well, we had the
I feel I'm still not hearing you. Try to talk in the mic.
yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, and you have headphones. You can tell you when you hear it.
Hi, hello, hi. Thank you, Daisy. Right. Taj, leave me alone, please. Right. So we had Fetiard and Rosie that spilled into Saturday morning. And I remember I stayed here. I left here, I think it was like after 11 Saturday morning. So yeah, I knocked out until it was to go the next day. And it was like, I literally had to drag myself out of bed 4:00 in the morning to go to that early morning party. I was like, wait. Reggie party, it was cool. What was really nice is how they separate the eating section from the crowd. So like it was on the whole other side of Estate 101. It was totally separated. That was really cool. So it was like two different vibes at the same time. One was a real nice, cool, calm, serene environment, and the other one was like, well, fat party. All that. They had a couple of sponsors there, right? I remember the creamery there with the lollies. Cold Cafe was there as well. There was a kind of slushy, can't remember the actual name, but it was like a kind of slushy bar that tastes real good. Like, real good.
Yeah, boy, ladies, I'm a pass back and never pass back, you know. Pressure.
Weekend, wow.
Yeah, boy.
But yeah, like that taste, that was boss. Yeah, the performances was real good. Performances were cool. Young Brother Full Blown. Performances that really stood out to me the most during the day was Full Blown, when one of the brothers jumped into the crowd. And then Joshua Righello, when he started to sing the song about how he learned to beat pan.
Bum, bum. I beaten. Bum, bum.
Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, that was hilarious. That was cool. Bungee performance was cool too. The crowd response especially. The bass man actually pick up the whole drum and move with it and stuff. So yeah, that was cool. And one thing I realized, like the front line had real vibes. The people in the back, not so much during the party, but like coming closer to the end. they give more vibes than the people in front. So it was I could say
With the drum man. How long are you looking for thing? With the drum man.
Where the drum man carries?
you there any footage?
Weird.
Where it close to the end in the middle.
All over. He all over. Check
You
Bungie
talking about the
performance.
rhythm section?
Yes.
But that is not drum man. Pick up the drum. Oh Lord, Father.
The drum, the steel drum, the bass drum.
Bass and steel.
And a table. Go ahead.
The drum.
Go ahead.
Hey, so as a side note, right? All right, go ahead, Carries. I don't know if you finish.
Go I can.
Well, Shikara, I realized we didn't have you speak about Waterville. So can you tell us about your experience? You know, what you learned, how it was for you?
Okay, I agree with Alexa 100% with the fact that I am not a party person, and I'm also short and small, so moving through the crowd is much harder than I thought it would be. Drunk people are an interesting sector of Trinidad and Tobago. Not in a bad way, but just like a way I've never really experienced before. But the event itself was really cool. I really liked the performances. It's different seeing, I know that we're working with the Young Brother team and seeing how hard Young Brother works, even though he's really tired. Like backstage, you can see that he was tired, but he was still pushing himself to go to give the people like a really good performance. I was avoiding the water because my hair is super long to dry, so I was trying not to get wet. But I think I was learning a lot with the cameras and stuff. Alexa actually, she was teaching me on the go, so on the job training, like how to shoot video and stuff. So that was really cool, and the stuff with all the audio. So it is a very interesting experience. I was just real tired after, and then I had to go semis. So then I got to like 1 o'clock the next morning, so I was out before work. But yeah, it was good. It was cool.
All right, nice. My comments on that is, well, I guess what you could do, like what ladies usually do, is that they literally take like a shower cap. Now, obviously, you could decide how fashionable you want to go or whatever the case is.
Nah, I had a huge shower cup in my bag.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had one.
Okay.
I had a change of clothes too. I was prepared, but I was
Okay,
just
great,
like,
great.
if push comes to shove, I'll do it. But
Yeah, I feel like what I would try to do, because, all right, it's like one of those things. Everybody want to read the band, nobody want to plan the con, basically. That's basically what going on. So everybody would love the footage, you know, but then who go and do it? And you had the Spider-Man moment where everybody's like, you know. So I feel like let's just take turns. So one time it could be Alexa, next time it could be Shikara, next time it could be Ta, you know. So like everybody just get a turn now, boy, you know. My turn done gone, so right. But yeah, one touch. Sorry. Oh, all right, no problem, Alexa. Nice to have you. You finished yet, or?
Yeah.
Oh, great. You send it?
Yeah. And the XML.
Oh, great. No problem. So next time, just let us know because I will play it in the pod, and I'll give feedback on it one time. Just saying. Right? At the beginning of this pod? Yeah. Wait, one more class.
Roll back. Left. Take your time.
My back.
What Alexa's looking at again? What the word?
No.
Oh, Pansamis, young brother. You know about the template?
Yeah. So
Okay, cool. Just make it sure.
Oh, well, it was the footage usable.
yeah, for sure. I'll
Okay. Because what I try to do is just long form content. Long clips.
Hi, Lexi.
Right.
All right, later. All right, cool. So, York Fete was real good. I'll be editing another vlog from that. I just didn't because I had imported some files. And up next, we have... Oh, I have to talk about two other people. So, they're apart from Carries, there was also Jove and Kai. So, big of them. You know, they were also shooting the event. Now, honestly, what we had to do could have been done by one person. But this was the first time I was doing one of like York Fete. So I really wanted to go a bit above and beyond for the promoter and then also allow room for any little issues, any little hiccups. It could always have like somebody else doing stuff like a backup. So I know we got like a lot of footage and Sarah is going to put together a fire edit as per usual. So I just look forward to that. And, you know, thanks for the opportunity, York Fest. Also, there was a moment, Kerry, where you were like filming on the stage. And what happened is Kerry was like real into like her work. You know, you look so passionate about it. And Kerry was like, so she was using the 24 to 105. And she was like going close to the artist, however. And then like I looked across and like Digital Ziggy and like his, I guess, team member were kind of like, oh gosh, they're trying to film, but like this girl blocking them or whatever. So I was real happy I was able to notice that because I feel like that would be a thing now, like, oh, hey, look how this girl is blocking me, but she not even care. So I was like, so I just walked to the carriage and was like, hey, girl, you know, it's have people behind you. You have a zoom lens. If you want to get closer, you don't have to go closer. You could just zoom now, boy. You know, and I was like, you know, and I think after that, I guess, Carrie, you could comment, but after that, it seemed as though she was like more considerate of them. And I didn't really like, I mean, performance was going on, so I had no time to like smalls and like do this big apology, but it's kind of like, yeah, dog, like, you know, hard luck there kind of energy. And it's just something for us to be cognizant of as practitioners. It have other people as well. And we, you know, we don't like it when people in our shots. So we just want to kind of like be a little bit more spatially away in a boy, you know. And then also, you know, to everybody else who shooting video, if all you see us in your shots, yo, I learn, you know, myself and I'll speak for the rest of my team, be real cool. So if you just let us know, we would be real respectful, you know, that's the status quo here at KENSAM and anybody that we hooking with now, boy. We believe in respect, you know, mutual respect. So you just let us know and we don't have no issue adjusting, you know, we have zoom lenses. So if you need to get closer, we could always zoom in, you know. And of course, you know, the only quote unquote exception is if like it's our artist now, boy. In that case, I'll be like, yeah, dog, you know, you gotta give him a blind for this 15 minutes now, boy, you know, and then I would be able to help you out. So yeah, so that's what's up. So yeah, so that was Rise. No, that was York Fest. Yeah, no, well, you remember? So yeah, what? So I listened to everybody, right? Yeah, you know, I went there and I crashed and then I went to, and I just like, but when's my crash time? Because my crash time is tomorrow.
Ken.
What happened?
Ken. Listen, right? I don't know what Ken does be on and the sad part.
Yeah, the mic okay. Oh gosh, you think working?
Don't mean that about it.
Thank you.
He'll shout to me for support.
Yeah, the place quiet. Mic working.
Oh god, the thing working.
Nice. She can hear me now.
Taj.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, like I don't know what Ken on, and the sad part, he doesn't even be on anything. Like the man breathalyzer read 0 the other day in Roadblock. That's to tell you, Ken no be on anything, but Ken just be going. We gone, we went Fetiard, he dropped me off, went home, changed, come back up the road, went Rosie, come back Fetiard, went back Rosie, gone to sleep. He gone to sleep. Why I get messages from Ken?
Yeah, I'll sleep.
He gone and sleep. He ain't gone and sleep. Then he get up, went again the next day, then the next day. And I'm like, how? Like, how?
You'll pick up on it. Like, Ken is power nap boss. So power naps is what will push Ken through, at least from my experiences dealing with Ken. So if I go in an event with Ken would love for me to park my vehicle up. Ken would love for me to park my vehicle up and then we carpool. Why? Because Ken would sleep. So power naps to me is what will push Ken through. So having a driver is always top tier. So sleeping in transit is always recommended. That's why promoters and stuff, I realized they pick up on it as well. So they notice some videographers will be super busy. So I was calling for accreditation for something the other day. And I told her I wanted 2 passes. She was like, okay, 1 for you and 1 for your driver. And I was like, yeah. So shit, like,
yeah, you know the thing, yeah.
The timing now. Because the event was what Brian Lara. I was like, yeah. So power naps, save your life.
Yeah, I agree. And I think I really appreciate thus far in the season, all of the event planners have been very like gracious. Because usually when I go to events, I'll go with like a small entourage, like me plus probably 1 or 2. And that's because, you know, people doing different things, like driving, as you said. Or sometimes it might be like we go into another event after or come from somewhere. So it's like I have these people with me now, but I just want to like get my job done, be it shoot for artists or shoot the entire event. So like even for York Fest, you know, he wasn't like, oh, it's only two of y'all or whatever. You know, we were able to get everyone in, and we would have definitely paid that back by giving, like, I mean, he don't know I was doing a vlog. I doing a whole extra video for the man, you understand? Well, not for him, but for the public, basically, about his event now, boy, you know? And I feel like because the event planners work with us, I'm real happy to, like, work with them and give them that extra, you know? And also another thing I want to comment on is using multiple video teams. I feel like now, people like Digital Ziggy, you know, people like Titan, you know, like different practitioners, all, you know, like Mora and everybody has like their own perspective. And I feel as though, to me, it's like a painting. It's like, okay, so this is your event, and then like now it's a work of art when we put together this vid now. So what I've recognized event planners starting to do is like they would link us and they would say, hey, all right, so like I already have this other company, but I like what you all do. So like for Stink and Dirty, we go and do FPV because someone was like, yo, you all do like some fire FPV work, like come and do some FPV work for us, although we have so shooting, you know? Or like with York, the guy was like, yo, like I always use Ziggy, you know, like we have a good relationship, but I still want you to come and do some stuff. Yeah, what? You focus on these things, they'll focus on that, you know? And it worked out for me because Ziggy my dog, so I was just there in the line and Ziggy give me a little picture, and if all you know me, it's real pressure, you know, because I try to build my little brand too, and pressure in the camera for pics, you understand? Because at the end I'm accustomed to, you know, I'll be behind the camera, or like I'll be talking and engaging somebody and not really studying, or well, I need to like engage myself now, you know? So I just wanted to kind of like say that, and of course shout out to all the other practitioners. I feel like as, you know, a unit, you know, us and event planners, we could work together. And we, you know, yes, I'm sure it's a man who trying to scam you, one thing, but you would know, you know, a man will have equipment, and a man will be serious, and he'll be able to show you his page and so on and so forth. So he'll be able to differentiate between, you know, somebody who's officially coming to do something or somebody who's just kind of like trying to get in a way. So, yeah.
Yeah, remember the security I tell you about from Fetiard. Yeah. So I reached the event before brother, right? Like a good while before brother, because as Ken said earlier, you run late now, boy. So I go on by the security, I tell him, well, you know, he had to shoot video for brother. Alia, I don't blame the man, he doing his job. He did a really good job at his job, right? But like every hour, he just looking at me like, where this man? Until he eventually asked, he was like, so you tell me here, because I had to get the backstage bar. So you tell me here to shoot brother. So like, where is brother? And at that point in time, I wasn't sure. So I tell him, I was like, I don't know.
So he marking you then?
All night. And then the security just looking at me like, this girl like to get a band. It's only one brother them reach. I was just walking with brother, the entourage. Like, he gave me the honorary nod, like, oh. All right. And I don't blame him, man, because he doing his job. But yeah, watch now. He defend that gate with his life. Props to him.
Shout out the security from Fetiard. Yeah. And that brings me to so the last gig. So I remember Alexa alluded to it before. So Saturday, I say, okay, so I'm part of Tribe committee, you know, so I was like, all right, I'm working whole weekend. I'm going to actually purchase 2 fan packages. Like, I spent my money. Now, I got free passes, But I was like, no. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to buy 2 passes. I'm just going to go to the event, and I'm going to have a good time. I'm going to enjoy it. My brethren Stefan was there. Sinead was there. You know, like, I was like, yeah, you know, we're gonna just live it up. I'm gonna network with some of my tribe peoples and so on and so forth, because I mightn't be able to be that present because I'm busy whole season. And of course, you all know I was going. So after I went York Fet, I went home and I rested. And of course, Carrie, you know, she dumped and proxy or whatever. And when I woke up, I realized Alexa just was missing in action. She wasn't in the job, and that's real unlike her. You know, she usually always shows up. So then I was like, I had to go and shoot, boy, and my mind wasn't there. I didn't know work whole weekend. So I pull up in the semis. I say, boy, I just had to do it. You know, we have a duty to our clients, so we just had to do it. And I pushed through, and I really must thank Dale, because Dale had his other shoot earlier in the day in St. Pan semis. And he was like, you know what, Ken? I will just help out the cause, and I really appreciate it. I and all get a picture. Notice my highlights of the weekend is when I get 2 pictures, by the way. So one from Ziggy, one from Dale. Big up Ziggy, and big up Dale for taking a picture of the Ken, man, because I don't get no shots, dog. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, I appreciate it. And yeah, so that was real good. And I was able to be there again for the young brother team. And I remember when I arrived, Optimus was like, okay. And then Hottie was like, yeah, well, so how is getting all these places? Well, because I mean, you know, with me, so like, you already here. Like, I don't understand. And I didn't go through no long explanation, but well, I buy a try packet. Too much explanation. I just tell Hottie, I just walk to the door, I let them know I with Hottie, and they just let me know, well, all right. Hottie is good, people. Let me in. Hottie say, okay, cool. And he understood what I meant. So, yeah. But
I feel like similar to you. Like my highlight for events, you see, when somebody on your joint, somebody send you a picture of yourself. Bro, that is like, ooh. That would be the highlight. Sometimes I feel like just hiring somebody just to do BTS or something, because it's be like, no kind of footage I could get. Nothing.
You want to hire me?
Oh,
so, Raya, so when you go sleep,
exactly.
in your office, is 8 o'clock, you know? No, but yeah, she really is.
Yeah, but we had a compromise BTS for what?
Nah, we can't do that. It's paying the bills.
Exactly what point.
I keeping the lights on. Listen, it's so serious. Let me tell you. Sorry, I'm such a wet editor. Right now, I do this spot because I can't use my laptop. It's my laptop using dog. What if you let No, I just been real. Why you feel like yes or no?
But you're right.
My laptop in use.
You're right.
No, real talk. You understand?
But yeah, and like I got some pictures as well because big up Hottie again, but Hottie would take the camera and be like, yo, show me what to do there. And you just obviously you just set the settings and you tell him point and shoot basically. So that's what I had to do. And he was like, yeah, stand up right there, pose. And he just started to take pictures. And I was like, what? Now I can get Hottie some credit.
Yeah, Hottie's a G.
Photos by Hottie.
Yeah, no, but at the end of the day, that's one of the things, you know, I must shout out Optimus, shout out Father Fresh, you know, big up, you know, the whole team, Young Brother Entertainment, however, because honestly, while working with them, it has been such a joy. I mean, there's a lot of gigs, a lot of work, but like, we just really enjoy dog, because at the end of the day, to me, it's like one team, one dream. By the way, I just take that from Dale in his WhatsApp. Big up Dale, right? But it's a situation where it's for me, like, once you're working with me, I will work with you. You know, and that's how I feel now, boy. And that's what will give me the motivation. So yes, it's the power naps, but it's also having a team that make me feel comfortable. Because yeah, I buy my packages, you know. But you know what I also had? I also had 2 backstage access tickets. So it wasn't an issue. You understand? It wasn't an issue. I felt accommodated. And then I was able to have a real nice conversation. We talk about events, we talk about this, we talk about that. We give, you know, we do a whole diagnosis on what I will. So yeah, so I really looking forward to us as a team really being there to support not only Young Brother, but just generally creatives in this space. You know, that's why we're here. We're here to give our contribution to the creative space and put in the work. And some days, you know, sorry, I might be edited, other days it might be me, but that's how it goes, you know. At the end of the day, everybody, you know, toe the line, and I think we'll all get there eventually now, boy, you know. So yeah, that's it for me. So I feel like Pan Some News was real. I really enjoyed it. Actually, I edited my little vlog already. But the thing is, I can't put my vlog before I put client work, right? So I just, you know, I had a... Yeah, boy, the lunchtime. When Alexa take lunch, I had the vlog, you know, what if it is quick and fast. Yeah, so I'll check out Alexa edit and hopefully can put them 2 things tonight. Oh, your rude boy edit going there, Dale. Hey, go ahead.
Are you pressuring me here, bro? But no. Wow.
We just asked Dale how his edit going. And he hit Tweety, you know the meme where the lady was being accused of different things and she was in the court and she just was like, that was basically.
Yeah, Taj, I have no idea what you're talking
Yeah, Taj, remember he from the 90s? Oh yeah, that. All right, so okay, what I do the boy? All right, you remember Teletubbies?
Power Rangers.
I will but
You remember Power Rangers?
I swear.
You see? He still had button.
No.
You know that had buttons from football as from quite Zidane days, eh? Zidane still play football in the Taj.
Yeah. But
Wait, that's in any pot there, eh? Wait, who more glad but she dead?
So I didn't like.
No, but we didn't plug it in, but sorry about that. We you know, we was having fun.
the next thing, I suggest we raise the F stop.
Oh yeah, agreed. I've seen men rambling. All right, so like give us a little closing, guys. You probably hear a little audio, but we just wanted to close off this podcast. It was very nice.
Yep.
I feel like it should be a weekly thing. Well, I don't know if, you know, we probably had to keep it down to like I mean, we took an hour. What time is that?
Yeah.
Everybody jointly say, yes?
I was told to reach here for 6 p.m.
Right. I understand. I must humbly apologize on behalf of Kerry Williams.
Me?
I joke. No, it's my fault. It's my fault. I really should give better directions. But Kerry's, we appreciate the podcast setup and yeah, peace and love. And Dale, big up you for agreeing to edit this. You know, everyone here really appreciates it. You are the best. Yeah, round of applause for Dale, the editor of this pod. So when I see this, all I know it is Dale. Dale, we appreciate it.
Mix It Media.
Don't know. Big up, Mix It.
President?